Okay, here's the promised long form video about Tourettes and tics. Let's get into it. Alright, hi, this is Krista again, and welcome back to my channel again. Today we're talking about something known as Tourette's, or Tourette syndrome in other words, and it's tics and Tourette's basically. Alright, so from the beginning of May 15 all the way to June 15, it's Tourette's Awareness Month. This May is Mental Health Awareness Month, but mainly from May 15 to June 15, it's Tics and Tourette's Awareness Month. So what is Tourette's basically? What is it? Why do we need to talk about it? And let's get into the different things that happen with Tourette's and tics. All right, let's go. All right, so first of all, you need to know Tourette syndrome. As I always make these videos, I am researching while making the video, so be aware of that. And second, I do not have tics, I do not have Tourette's, but I follow 3 people that have many multiple disorders, including the main is Tourette's and tics. So I have information from researching, I have information from these YouTubers, and I'll definitely link them actually in the description. So let's get into it. What's Tourette? Tourette syndrome basically is a nerve. It's a neurodivergent thing, but it's like a nervous system thing more that causes people to do involuntary movements, actions, or say involuntary words that they don't even think about doing or saying beforehand. I did 2 shorts before about it, so go check them out. And I talked about few things here and there about Tourette's. So basically, people with if you ever heard someone randomly just make noises in your classroom, or you were out in the shopping mall and someone just started twitching or making certain movements that look very stiff or agitated or like that. Yeah, that's Tourette syndrome basically. Tourette's. It's important to know that this disorder is very, very, very misunderstood, and people often, especially back in the days, people would often tell people with tics and Tourette's that are freaks, weirdos, stupid, and to just stop doing their actions because it's annoying and it bothers them, and that's a really effed up mindset to have, because with Tourette's and tics especially, you cannot suppress, you can suppress, but you cannot stop it from happening. It's gonna happen no matter what. It's gonna come out no matter what. Even if they suppress it, it's gonna come out at some point in the day, no matter what. Even if it's minimal, it's gonna still come out. You can't stop the action from happening. As I mentioned in my short, tics is separate from the brain, kinda. It's like a nervous system thing. For example, imagine if if you have an itch and you try to ignore it and ignore it and ignore it and ignore it, and then you're just it itches. You have to actually scratch it. It's not gonna go away. It's gonna stay there. It's not gonna go away. So you would just have to itch it for it to go away. Same thing with tics. It's separate to the brain in a way where it's a different, imagine it as a different entity that entered your brain and is controlling your brain. And you're trying to suppress that. Like an itch, you're trying to suppress it and suppress it. But it's not going away, obviously. It's not going to go away. It's never going to leave. It's going to stay there. Suppress it, and to the point where you can't hold it anymore and it just has to come out. It's not going to go. It will come out no matter what. On the website I'm researching from, it says, in the United States, about 1 of 33 children, so the ages 6 through 17, been diagnosed with tics or Tourette's. And Tourette's can affect people of any racial ethnicity, or any racial and ethnicity group, or any religion. It can affect anybody from any age, anybody from any ethnicity, race, religion, country. It doesn't matter, gender, it doesn't matter. It can affect every single type of person. And it can come even harder if you have other disorders connected to it. But yeah, I'll talk more about that. So what are the types of tics that we have? We have motor tics and vocal tics. So motor tics means what I'm doing right now, moving my hands, my mouth, all of that. Motor, so the movement. It affects the movement. Like tics can come in a form of like blinking multiple times, or twitching your face, or like jerking your arm, your feet, your legs, clenching your butt. It can come in any form of that, or even clenching your stomach, and they hurt. If they go on for a long time, they hurt. They really hurt. And then the other one we have is vocal tics, which is what people formally know, mostly know actually, from Hollywood and all of that, the fake. But yeah, vocal tics basically is involuntary words that just come out, like sounds. They can make like humming sounds, mostly bird sounds I've heard. They can whistle, or they can say like some words that they latched on. Mind you, also, tics can latch on to certain phrases and words that they hear over time, and the tick suddenly just latches on it, and you can't get rid of it. You cannot get rid of it. And then also we have two categories of tics as well, which can be simple and complex. So simple basically is like very normal few tics that happen to the body, like for example squinting the eyes, or just sniffing, or like jerking your face a little bit, or like smiling too much and holding it, stuff like that. It's like simple. But complex is like when you have multiple things going on at the same time, and it goes in a pattern, and it has a pattern. Like for example, it says here like bobbing your head and jerking your arm at the same time, and then jumping, or like moving your leg while moving your head, and also your neck jerking. Like complex basically. It's multiple tics that happen at a time. This is very important. I'm gonna put like a photo of it if you wanna guys read it, because it says how does Tourette's develop in a person, and it says mostly it develops between the age of 5 to 10, and it starts with head and neck jerks. So I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna just put it in here because it's a lot of information. So yeah, and there's also how it's treated and stuff like that. So I'll include all of that in there. Also, with Tourette's and tics comes echolalia and cropalalia. I'll explain what these are as well. So echolalia, it also happens with autism. If you haven't watched that video, please go watch it, please. So echolalia basically is mimicking. The word itself means mimicking. Like you hear, for example, you're sitting with your husband or your wife or whoever it is, and they say something, like a random sentence, a random word, and then the tic is like, oh, I like that. I like that word. I like that phrase that just happened. And it starts repeating it over and over again, non-stop. And then to a point where the tic just latches on it and it's there with you forever. Or, for example, you're sitting in front of the TV watching your favorite show, like Friends, or, I don't know, you're watching Jim Carrey or something like that. I don't know. And something happens in that show, and they say a sentence or a phrase or whatever, and boom, your tic just latches on it, and then you have it in you for the rest of your life, basically. Or until it goes away, which is rare that it goes away, but it happens. Sometimes a tic can be replaced by another tic, and then one leaves. What about coprolalia? So coprolalia basically is, it happens, by the way, to 10 to 15, like 10%, 10 to 15% of people. It doesn't happen to everyone. And basically, if I break down the word coprolalia, it means poop talking. Couple, which is like poop, shit talking, and the other part is talking. Is it like Latin or Greek, I think? I forgot one of them. But yeah, I'll link in the description also some information about it. But basically, this is what people think that all people with Tourette's and tics have: swearing. Like, people think they swear all the time, and like, if you have tics and Tourette's, you should swear, and then people would judge other people who have tics and Tourette's for not swearing, and be like, why are you not swearing? You're faking because you're not swearing. And no, it's only 10 to 15% of people with tics and Tourette's swear. And no, it's not funny. No, it's not something to joke about. And yes, the person who does it is embarrassed by it, feels awkward, feels nervous, feels ashamed, and you're just sitting there and telling everybody with tics and Tourette's to like swear and they're faking because they don't do that is just absolutely irresponsible behavior, wrong and ignorant behavior. So please do your research beforehand. This is why we do these types of videos, because you need to do your research. Also with couple like swearing, tics and stuff like that, like the person doesn't control that obviously, so it just comes out. And imagine like back in like the 1800s, 1700s, where people, or before even, when people like had, if any person had Tourette's and like they would think they're a witch and like try to burn them and stuff like that. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine what it's like to have neurodivergent and mental health issues and physical issues back in the day. Horrible, horrible. Also, there's something known as tic attack. What is a tic attack basically is when it can happen also without the person suppressing all the time, but mostly when the person suppresses their tics the whole day and then it just gets too much. Like imagine you have a balloon, right? And you're filling it with air. It's fine. You're filling it with air over and over and over. You fill it. And then the balloon is like getting to a point where it's about to burst, but you're still filling it. And the balloon is like, can you stop? Can you stop filling it? Can you stop filling it? Please stop filling me up. Stop blowing into me, and then boom, it explodes. That's basically what a tic attack is. So like, tics in your head, they want to come out. But you decide, no, I need to suppress them because I don't feel either safe to do it or it's not the right place to do it, like in a shopping mall or in a quiet classroom or in a examination or doctor's appointment, whatever it is. And you just like suppress them. So like, it's a build-up basically. So one tick comes, another tick comes, another tick comes, and you're still pushing it down. Another tick comes, another tick comes, and then it comes to a point where you suppress too much that your body cannot handle it anymore and just explode basically. And it can be very dangerous to have a tic attack. Very dangerous, very overwhelming, very tiring and exhausting as well. I've seen videos of tic attacks happening, and it's not like I don't want to see it, or it's not like I hate the person for like showing it. It's more like I feel bad for the person. I feel like, yeah, it's not good. With tic attacks, like they can hurt themselves a lot. Like sometimes they hit themselves, or like their voice when you talk too much, like when you sing too much or talk too much, your voice is gonna hurt eventually. Yeah, but for them they can't stop that. So yeah. And there's something that comes with tics and Tourette's, which is lock, like your muscles or joint locking in place. So like, for example, a tic can happen and then suddenly your wrist is like locked like that and it hurts like so bad. Trust me, it hurts bad. Like, imagine your arm just locking like this for the whole day and it's like all the way down, or like your leg, or like your neck. Oh my god. No, that's not good. That's why you need to check on people with Tourette's and never in your life tell them they're faking. Never. And if you catch someone faking, report it. They need to be stopped. No one should be faking. No one. I'm gonna move my camera to the middle because I hate the angle from that side, because my neck hurts. But all to say is, do not fake any disorder. Any neurodivergent disorder, physical disorder, mental health. Do not fake. Faking can harm the community so bad. And I've seen many other people who fake Tourette's because they think they will gain more attention if they did it, or it's a very cool disorder to have. I've seen many people who fake like multiple personality disorder and tics. These are the main like two things that people fake the most. And I don't condone faking at all. Not at all. Trust me, faking hurts. It hurts a lot, and I can see it because I watch a few YouTubers who always get fake claimed. Even when they specify that they have it, they still get fake claimed, no matter what. Also, when you, for example, talking to someone with tics and Tourette's, and you're having like a conversation, a random conversation, like talking to a random person, and you're having a conversation with them. If a tic happens while you're talking or having conversation, just ignore it. It's not part of the conversation. Do not even attempt to make it part of the conversation. Unless like if they find it funny or you find it funny and just like laugh about it, then yeah, that's fine. Lighthearted laughter. But do not include it in your conversation. It's just like, it's random. They don't control what's happening, so just forget it happened and just let it be. Let it exist. And most people with tics and Tourette's like to be lighthearted about, like, you know, having tics and Tourette's. So like they like to joke about it sometimes just to make it more positive when it's actually a very negative thing. It's a very like mentally draining thing. So I'll leave you with, check the description down below because I'm gonna put more information. And I think my fan is making noises and that's not good. You all can hear it, right? Yeah, I'll just do that. Anyway, so check the description. I'm gonna put links to YouTube channels I watch that have tics and Tourette's. I'm gonna link as well other like resources for it and helpful websites and more information, and I'm gonna include more information obviously like always. And please, if you know anyone with tics and Tourette's, please check on them. They need your support more than anything. They don't want people to come and yell at them or tell them they're faking. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Love you all. Peace.